got this. Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to Saturday Q&A. What's up?
Yeah.
As you know, Omar's taking the day off, so we're all just gonna hang out.
He's not in Vegas though.
I'm sure he'd love to be, but man, if he went to Vegas right now, I'd be like, Omar, there's a pandemic.
Yeah, he's at a lake.
Yeah, he's being responsible.
just chilling.
But hey, everybody.
Yeah, the latest we hold it down today, Valentina. Yeah, so Maddie is obviously here, and Tina's going to be joining us later. And look, Lionheart, you changed your icon. I feel like I should sing the song. Oh, this is ladies Q&A, and the mood is right. This is ladies Q&A. Oh, what?
Hello.
Yeah, where's everybody from? Good morning, Omar.
Hey.
I'll tell him to say good morning. Quebec.
Awesome. Nice Hal Jordan icon.
Yeah.
Man, if anybody in the chat today has any thoughts or feelings about DC Future State, I really want to hear it because I've been dying to talk about it. Oh, awesome. We got 2 people from Sweden. Dope.
Sweden, Brooklyn. Hi, Martin. Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, and Tina's going to be joining us too. She's running a little bit behind.
Jean de Leon. Omar's on vacation, hanging out with a couple of his friends. Told him he needed to just take at least one day without thinking about the channel.
Oh, man. I'm stoked about it. So, Melanie, let me tell you about it if you haven't heard about it yet.
Yeah.
So, DC announced, I guess, wicked recently. I had no idea this was coming. That, they're going to pause, the current timeline for a bit. Which is great, because I think everyone's kind of needs something new. Especially right now.
Yeah.
And what they're going to do is just have something that's, in the future. So, think, Batman Beyond timeline, almost. So we're just going to have everything, they're going to stop everything from right now, and they're just going to have a whole bunch of new comics that are just all set in the future. It's called Future State. And it looks so fresh and new. So we're getting all these new characters. There's a new Wonder Woman. We'll still have the, OG Wonder Woman, but we have a new Wonder Woman from South America.
Oh,
who's
cool.
Really cool looking. Really cool looking. And all these new characters hanging out. Omar's really excited, but a little upset because Superman's son, John Kent, who's a favorite of ours, they aged him up. But, oh, man.
Well... But you said it's in the future, right? Is nobody else aged up?
He was already aged up just now, too. Because he was a kid, which is really cute.
Oh, here, just a second.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Hi, Jessica. Have a great show. Don't lose it for Omar. Get demonetized. I did remember to put on monetization. I filmed how to set all this stuff. Yeah.
Y'all have to remember I'm part of this channel too.
we got to keep our mouths clean. Yeah, I got the chair. What's up?
The morning, Jessica, my neighbor.
Hey, Maddie, do you have the same one except it's pink?
No, this is but look, we're both
Yeah,
I got some off-brand one from Overstock at the beginning of the quarantine.
Yeah.
So it was a good price, $150, which wasn't bad for these type of chairs.
Psycho Seb says, Future State is not for me, I'll pass.
Oh, that's fair.
Romania.
I don't know if it's replacing 5G or not. I haven't looked enough into it to know. Maybe somebody in the chat has a better idea. Because I'm not really sure ever what DC's doing, especially because 5G was announced earlier before everything happened, everybody got laid off, right? So I'm not even sure where that is right now. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to have something new for a while. Because I think it just would be nice. Yes, Jessica. So Mariko Tamaki, one of my favorite writers, especially right now, with stuff she's done with First Second, with Supergirl being super. She's going to be in Dark Detective, which is awesome. And DC struggled a lot from having more female writers on traditionally male books. I remember like talking to the Benson sisters. I've talked about the story before, where they were like, "Hey, we really like Flying Birds of Prey, of course, but like, it would be cool to be asked to write like one of the other main characters that's like a guy, like just because we're women, you know what I mean?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we never thought about it." And they put him on Green Arrow. So like, Mariko's really cool, and man, Joelle Jones coming back in and doing some more artwork too with new Wonder Woman's really cool. So good.
Oh, wait, before we go any further, this is what Elmar does at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Later on in the show, when more people get on, he gave me, he picked 5 questions that he answered, and I'm going to put on the ticker, like, a couple of re-releases that are coming out in March next year. And I went to the post office and we got a couple really heavy boxes I like to open if I can find the scalpel that we open it with.
The scalpel.
What's it called?
What to say? You're a teacher. You've got some scissors in your house, right?
We had a box cutter. Oh, those are all the way upstairs.
Well, if you have to step away at any point to go grab those, that's fine too.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, so yeah, like Omar does, take a page out of his book, wait for more people to hop on to go over those. And also just a couple more shout outs to people across the world, UK, and I saw Poland earlier, Western Australia. I mean, this is really cool. I was like bragging to my coworkers, like, hey, people all over the world.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're here. Sorry about your foot.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, geez. Well, you know what? Omar hurt his foot before he went down there. Oh, my goodness. It's what a mess. Okay, real quick. So, yeah, really glad we can have a big community.
Luke, I agree. I mean, I don't know if we have any more Ramsey fans in the chat, but I'm in love with him. And so I'm so glad he's on Swamp Thing. It's just a perfect fit.
Okay, tell me, who's Ram V?
So he wrote, oh God, I'm going to say this wrong every time, but he wrote...
oh, it's an author, okay.
Yeah, he wrote, I'm sorry, I'm already picking up my keys again. These Savage Shores.
Okay.
Which I think you would like. I know Omar has it, which is, it's a horror book, but it's more like artsy and... Yeah, and it's like...
I'm alphabetizing his indies today, so...
It's set in 1766. You would like it because it's very, like, period piece, and there's some romance thrown in there, as well as, like, some more, like, traditional horror, so, like, vampires and stuff. So it's not, like, body horror, it's more, like, artsy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Maddie Karen
I know, it's because my mic is right here, and it's right next to my keyboard. I'm moving soon, and so, like, I'm gonna get one of those, like, actual boom mic hookups, so my mic is, like, here.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Look, and Omar just had ankle surgery this week. Oh, my goodness. That's uncanny, if you will. Both Omars are having issues with their ankles. I hope it feels better soon.
Yes, agreed. Cycle Cleveland Ramsey's totally killing it. Justice League Dark. Also, having Justice League Dark right now is so cool that Wonder Woman's on it. So glad.
Justice League Dark. You know, here like lately I've been all about Marvel.
Yeah.
Not on purpose, but you're catching me up on DC.
Well, DC's my main love first. I fell off pretty hard lately because like they made a lot of decisions that I was not a fan of, and not just the murder of my husband, Roy Harper. But just weird choices. Because, I mean, Marvel, I always feel like it's so progressive and cool. They've got such diverse characters that are so interesting. And I'm hoping that, like, Future State is what that's going to be for DC.
So Christopher just said, have you all talked about Future State? Yep, we did. So, but you just mentioned, you said something about it. You got it.
Yeah, I'll keep talking about it. It'll keep happening. Yeah. Marguerite Bennett, love her too. So excited for the new like Kara Zor-El Superwoman comic book too. Man, I was so mad at DC, and now they're gonna have me buying books again. It's a good thing that this is just starting, so I have time because I'm in a buying ban. So, like, I'm going to have time to come back. By the time these come out in, like, trades, I'll be able to buy stuff again.
Right. But you know what? I just realized probably I haven't been reading much DC because they don't send us stuff. So, right?
Well, right.
Marvel stuff on the floor, and I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. I'll do this one.
Yeah, and someone in the chat had asked if Omar had new DC contacts, but with everything going on at DC. Nope. And, you know, the reorganization and the laying people off, I think it's going to be a while before DC, for one, catches up. And also, we're going to have to wait for that before we can really make those relationships again. Because they were already difficult, and maybe it'll be better now. Yeah. But everyone he had is gone. So,
yeah, somebody on top of things.
Yeah.
Coming in. But, okay, what about JT's got a question. Has anybody read Wonder Woman Dead Earth? It's Daniel Warren Johnson basically placing Wonder Woman in extremity, and it's brilliant.
I haven't yet, which, you know, feels a little bit like a really travesty for me because of the Wonder Woman person in this channel. But I haven't yet, but it's on my list.
It's okay, we forgive you.
DC Universe, because, like, I bought a house, so I want to buy ban. So I'm reading everything that I can for free or from the library for a while. I've had to cancel my, like, $1,000 Aloy figure that I was going to buy.
Wow. I don't know if Omar's ever bought a $1,000 figure.
He has not. And he can't because he'll want to buy all of them. I can just... The difference between us is that I can just buy the figures I like the most. I don't have to have the whole collection.
Yeah, and he can't.
So we may spend a similar amount of money on figures, but, like, mine's more like big purchases, but less.
Right, gotcha. You know what I just realized? It's so much more call without him here. Just a nice pace chat. He's not.
Don't tell him that.
Well, he's got to rattle off a lot of info that's in his head.
Yeah.
So
I did not know that Ramby was writing Catwoman. Also, that's really cool. I need a DC Future State centric show so we could just, like, look at all the information and talk about the chat.
Well, that's a good idea. Like,
Maddie, do I pick up what it looks like? What, the figure or my house?
Yeah, I think.
I can't send you my house because what if people find me? But if the figure is if you look up Prime Studios, Aloy, oh god, it's beautiful. It killed me to cancel it. She's 33 inches tall. She's perfect, but I had to do it.
Okay, yeah, Jack meant the figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you reading this week?
Oh, I got stuff. Ugh, these are so heavy. I just got these in. Rose of Versailles, volumes 2 and 3. These are, like, I know Omar's already done a review, but look at this, Melanie. This
shiny.
They're so shiny. These are heavy as hell. I don't know. They're so heavy.
We could do some exercises with it.
Yeah. And I just got in Old Head by Kyle Starks.
Ha! That looks cute.
Kyle Starks is wonderful anyways. Like, he's semi-local to us. He's in Indiana. But he writes for Rick and Morty comic books.
Oh, cool.
And he has a lot of his own comic books, like, independent, that are really, really good. And this one is about this former pro basketball player returning home with his daughter to learn about his destiny and his mother's mysterious past, while right next door, Dracula and his goons are on the eve of their bloodiest holiday. So this is my spooky read.
Aww,
how cute is that?
Was it Oxmeat Pete suggested I read Witches? And I'm sorry if I got the wrong person. Yeah, I think.
Oh, Tina's here. My bad. Speaking of witches.
Yeah! Wow! Hello, Tina!
Oh, your mic's not connected.
Tina! Wow. Okay, guys, this is definitely a great excuse to be late, right? That is awesome. Here, while you're getting that ready, I would let Omar buy $1,000 statue. Okay, Tina. I wouldn't say it's his decision. I mean, he's really good at budgeting. He would just sell a bunch of stuff and they'd use it to buy it. So, I mean, it's all good.
Yeah. I did consider that too.
Oh, yeah. Do you two collect the Yamashita by Shouju statues?
I don't, but Omar does. He has a bunch of them.
A lot. And I used to put him back here to switch out, right, all the time, and I forgot to today. It just bothered me. He's got so many figures. He needs to show them off, but I really like them. They're gorgeous.
My dream, if I ever won the lottery, one of the things I want to do is just redo that entire basement. Because I feel like with different shelves and the right lighting, man, those figures could really show up well. And I also pay someone to dust them all.
That's the problem with our basement is we do not have the good lighting. Well, there's also nowhere to put lights.
Yeah, I would IKEA the hell out of that. And I love that kind of stuff. Ooh.
Wait, so Tina? You're
her
still
mic's
muted.
Still not connected. She's just there to sit and look pretty.
Okay,
really.
Yeah. Look at those lips. That's so cool.
I know.
Okay, is that better?
Wait.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Tina.
My mic, I have to use a different cord, so I think
Michael says Tina in the house, Wicked Witch under the house.
Yeah.
Steve, I wouldn't call this a forced diversity thing. One, because they are adding new characters, and some of those characters are diverse, but nothing's changing to your main characters. All those still have their books. That's not changed. You just happen to have some new additions to the cast.
There was
Jack.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Tina's witch version.
Man, they have been on me to cosplay Punchline.
You really should. Ooh, or the new Harley Quinn. She's got short hair and she looks really cool.
Oops. Okay. So, got a question about what exactly are Baishoujo?
So, yeah,
I can't say it. Baishoujo. Oh, I'm sorry. Figures. Let me go get a couple.
Beautiful woman.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you go ahead. And they are anime versions of Western figures a lot of the time. So, Marvel has a line, DC has a line, a lot of Halloween.
They even have Pennywise.
Horror movies. Yeah, so the horror movie characters have it's Beetlejuice, Pennywise, Chucky, Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy. Yeah. They're beautiful. She's coming back with them. Oh, well.
Thank you guys for telling me I look beautiful. I appreciate it. As someone growing up with hard, self-esteem issues, it's always nice. I'm like, yay! You grow into your looks sometimes.
Marvel, you see the cat in hour 8. Well, luckily,
I still have 8. I actually had a scare, I posted on Twitter today that, my cat that has a heart failure, she had an episode last night, and I thought maybe we might have to put her down this morning. But she's acting fine. Everything's fine. It's nothing ever happened. I'm just well, I'm thankful, but could you not have done this at a worse time, Kat? At 1 a.m. in the morning?
I'm sorry.
Show off the figures.
So, I grabbed 3. There's different, what's it called? Not ratios, but sizes.
Yeah.
So here's Storm. I love this one because she's a goddess.
Yeah.
And so if you could look up close, anime face. Look how cute Kitty Pryde is.
She's super cute.
We got, Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
Batgirl. I like this pose too. There are more that I really like, but I didn't want to knock them all over, try to go from the back. So
yeah, I know. I was hoping you would grab Jubilee.
Yeah, Jubilee is cute.
A lot of them were out of print, but they've been re-releasing them. So Starfire recently got re-released, and a few others, which I've always wanted to go buy.
We have Starfire?
You guys do.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks. Here's a good question. Where do you go to Halloween reads? I feel like can't go wrong with Amy Carroll's Through the Woods.
Usually I'm just reading a lot of new stuff every year for the channel, because I love when we get to October, because I choose spooky reads for Old Reader, New Reader, and then also spooky reads for my Sunday show on Omnibus Collectors Network, Fangirls. So I get to really dive in and try a bunch of new stuff. So always a new Ito book, right? Or another new spooky anime, or stuff like these Savage Shores or Upgrade Soul. I don't know. I love horror, so I like to read horror all year round.
I usually like to revisit my. This is actually a comic that I used to read all the time. Gloom Cookie. If it's sort of a gothic comic,
Yeah.
like
Is it cute? It sounds cute.
Cute. It is kind of cute.
Gloom Cookie.
Gloom Cookie.
And here recently, like I mentioned earlier, I see something in the pile on the floor of books. I just pick it up if it looks interesting. So no, I haven't been reading any horror unless you call Berserk. Well, that's horror.
Is
it this week? Is
it's
it Tuesday?
body horror. No, it's the last week of this month.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
So, for old reader, new reader on this Tuesday, we're reading American Vampire.
Hey.
American Vampire.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Omar is... Oh, look, it's Buggy. Omar is on vacation, and he's not allowed to think about the channel today.
Is he upstairs with the kids?
No, he's at the cabin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of Buggy, I love that icon. My friends have been getting into One Piece lately, and he's on the Water 7 arc, so I've been reliving it with him and getting excited all over again.
Oh, that's fun. Just like I wanted to with Berserk.
Yeah.
What about Upgrade Soul? Have you guys read that?
God.
Hi, Cycle Cleveland.
Thank you, Cycle, for reading it, because it's my absolute favorite. I want everyone to read it. It's one of those books that I feel like... and the author followed me back on Twitter too, because I post about it all the time. Because it's one of those things where I'm like, it's one of my favorite graphic novels. I always tell people, don't look up anything about it before you read it. It's incredible. I recommend it to everyone.
You guys did this on Old Reader, New Reader.
We did recently, yeah. Which was hard because I always said I never wanted to talk about it. Because I do, but it's so good that I don't want it to be ruined for anyone. But it's by Ezra Clayton Daniels. You can even read it on iOS. They've got like a cool motion comic. Super recommend.
Oh, thank you, Lionheart. The word is scale that I was looking for earlier.
Yeah.
Not ratio. Uncanny Family Pride.
Figures or certain, like if you do model making and stuff like that, they'll have certain ratio scale.
Yeah.
Did you participate in the DC fandom cosplay?
No, Tina luckily has TikTok to keep her motivated to cosplay right now, but like I have no motivation to cosplay without like an event coming up.
Yeah.
I'm still like photographing cosplay from time to time because that's my side gig, and Tina, we have to shoot that outfit.
Yeah, Tina, people were saying it's just like somebody says their favorite, that it's awesome.
This was done in like a day. I got this dress and I was just like, oh, I need to do
Where'd you get the dress from?
AliExpress.
It's
for
so
$50. It's gorgeous. It's one size and you just cinch it with a little string. It'll fit anybody. It's just sort of like, it's gorgeous. And they come
in that, fellas. One size, just cinch it. It'll look gorgeous on you.
It'll look gorgeous.
Maddie, here's a question. The next one was a question for you. Have any of you read Little Bird? I saw it either won or was nominated for an Eisner. Was thinking about checking it out. What are your thoughts?
I have not yet, although I do have a digital copy of it. The only reason why I haven't read it yet is because so many of my friends that have did not speak favorably of it. But I think part of the reason is I do know that's a European comic, and like it doesn't always work for everyone. I'm gonna read it anyways because I know that my taste can be different. But
what were their problems against it?
I don't know.
Just not
Steve, maybe somebody in the chat can comment on this, but I don't believe that happened. At least I haven't heard anything. If I did, somebody would have posted about it.
Yeah, that's what I thought maybe you would know.
Yeah.
The answer. Oh, look. Between us, the chat and the panel about Omar Prime 1 Berserk statue for Christmas. I was going to buy him a Berserk bookends. But
I want him to have those Prime 1 statues so bad.
They're so expensive, though.
I know. I was like, we could do a GoFundMe. He's like, no. JT, I trust...
No, he would not like to do that.
I trust your taste, so I'll read it for you.
Hey, Sunfed Soul. Glad to see Omar really did take a day off. Always goes to take care of your health.
Yes.
Time is hard. Like, you need to take time off for your mental health and physical health when you can.
I mean, that was basically our show last weekend, was all about depression and mental health, which is interesting, but it's good to take a break from things.
Oh, yeah. And happy ADHD Awareness Month for any fellow ADHD people in the chat, which there might be.
I watched an interesting video on that a couple weeks ago. It was a TED Talk about it just being a different way of thinking, right? And
your brain's
to get rid of the stigma of it being a detriment. And let's see. Bradley asks, what comic books are you currently pulling, reading, and what are some of your recent favorite reads?
Oh, man. I wish I had it near me. I don't typically pull comics, like floppies, just because it takes up space. I'd rather just have, I'm a trade waiter, really. I think like a lot of us. But I am pulling the Horizon Zero Dawn comic books, of course. Because for people who don't know, I'm a huge Horizon Zero Dawn fan. I'm so glad that we have the comic books. I cosplay Aloy. I have a lot of the figures, so of course. And I also ordered, I'm going to curse everybody, just in case. I pre-ordered Dracula Motherfucker. And that just came out, so I'm going to pick that up.
That's an awesome name.
I'm going to pick that up from my local comic book store soon.
Wait. Let me, just for a second, let me interrupt. So, Transformers, all hail Megatron, HAIL. Our friend Spider-Man has a country accent. So we always heard, all hail Megatron, HE, double hockey sticks. And we're like, that's an awesome name. All hail Megatron. I'm sorry, go ahead.
What about you two? I know you don't really pull things from comic books, but is there anything you've been reading?
I haven't had a pull list for a long, long time.
Tina just got a big manga haul.
Yeah, it's actually behind me. I was looking back there. We haven't said everything out. So here's the thing. If you guys want to collect cheaply, if your local libraries are expunging, and occasionally they do this where they go through and they see what's not been pulled, what's getting old, what hasn't been checked out that often, they will expunge books. And they usually do it en masse. And I'm lucky enough that my wife's a librarian, was like, hey, we are expunging a bunch of manga. And I got quite a lot of, we're putting it on the shelf behind me. I was sitting back there looking because there's a few titles I hadn't read that I'm really interested in reading. And I was trying to find which one. Monkey High, The Color of Heaven, or The Color of Water, The Color of Earth, The Color of Heaven, which is a manhwa. Okay.
You'll need to do like a video. It'd be cute. Like, hey, my wife brought me all these books.
Yeah, we calculated it's over $1,000 worth of like manga and stuff. And I was like, gosh.
Nice.
So Jack had a good question.
Oh wait, I'll answer about reading.
Sorry.
It's okay. I read Spider-Man versus Venom Omnibus.
Nice.
And I'm really excited because I want to try something new that I just had so much fun reading it and I want to geek out with people. So it involves a smoking jacket and a teleprompter. And we're going to try a new thing, a night of reminiscing. And we'll see how it goes.
All right. But
I'm really excited because I love Spider-Man and Venom so much. And also, before you answer Jack's question, we've got down here on the ticker, Restock Dates, that Omar left as a note for me. Conan, the original Marvel Years, Omnibus Volume 4, and Spider-Man Ben Reilly Volume 2 Omnibus. The restock date is March 3rd, 2021. So that is good news. And I will find the first question, and maybe we could sprinkle in the questions that he answered in between the questions here. So go ahead, Maddie.
Okay. Jack asked, this is a good question for both of you and me, because we all have our own figures too. How many statues, figures, I always say this word wrong, do each of you ladies own? Any buyer's regrets?
Buyer's regrets.
I couldn't tell you how many I have. At least 100. Oh,
I can't think of buyer's regrets.
Well, because you have Sailor Moon figures and stuff too, right, Melanie?
Oh, yeah. My Gashapon are falling apart because they're so old. And over the years, they've just started.
Is the Utena yours?
Huh?
Is the Utena figure yours?
No.
Okay.
It's Omar's.
I thought Omar got it for you. Did he lie?
maybe I forgot if that's the case. Oh my
Don't tell me.
gosh. Please don't tell me.
I was like, oh man, this figure's amazing. I want this Utna. And he's like, yeah, I get it.
Hey, Tina, what about that gallery, huh?
Oh,
what about
yeah.
that gallery from 10 years ago?
It's in the craft room. It's on my desk in pieces. I finished the Sword of Light. So a couple of years ago for Christmas, well, we went to Japan and I got some gifts. I was like, okay, I've got this gift for Omar, I think for Christmas or whatever. So I give it to him and I realized it was a Volks and you have to put it together and you can paint it and everything. And I didn't realize it when I picked it up. And then as I was giving it to him, like unpackaged, I was like, oh no, no. And I pulled it back and Elmar's like, no, that's okay. And he's like holding it. I'm like, no, I'll put it together. I swear. That was like 4 years ago. And
that's a kid. I don't know.
I've been painting it. I have the Sword of Light. I've got him pretty much together. I just need to do some paint job. And
it's okay. You're just giving
armor pieces.
Giving me a hard time.
Well, see, what we need to do now that we're like this, right? Because the only way I think any of us get anything done is if somebody else is working at the same time. So we just do a Zoom date. The three of us, we work on crafts.
Oh yeah, I'll do me some perler beads.
I'll just read at the same time. That'll get me to do stuff.
That's a good idea. Okay, let me read a question from Xavier83. I wish there was a way to. Can I don't know how to show my screen. Okay, Xavier83 asked, any chances for Chris Claremont Fantastic Four run in Omnibus? And Omar said, I'm sure there's a chance of that, but they would have to include the Scott Lobdell issues so there are no orphaned issues. So, there you go.
Oh man, Lionheart, well, you should like message me on social and like send me photos of what you've got because I want to know.
Hi, Peaks Twin.
I also love Twin Peaks.
No, you like Peaks Twin. Let's see. There's a question about the Boys Season 2 finale, but I don't want to give spoilers.
Did you watch it, Melanie? Are you watching The Boys?
No, so I don't want spoilers.
No, I'm not going to spoil it. It is what it is. I think I would like it more if I wasn't watching other shows that are like really fantastic right now, like Lovecraft Country. Mm-hmm. And so like Lovecraft Country, every episode I'm like, oh,
yeah, Omar really loves that.
And then I go back and watch The Boys and I'm like, well, it's okay. Huh?
Have you watched Bly Manor yet? Or
I'm on episode 5.
It's on my list.
Ooh, you've got to watch it.
It's on my list.
Gay, Tina.
It's a secret. We have to whisper it.
Gay.
Well, Heather's leaving. I can't watch it when Heather's around because she doesn't like spooky things.
Well, just watch it with me. We can Netflix party it.
Well, after this, she's going to work, so I'm probably going to watch that.
Yeah.
Who are your favorite non-straw hats?
Oh, man, that's a good question. Senior Pink.
Smoker. Tashigi.
Well, I guess Bonclay is technically a straw hat now, so I won't count him.
Is he technically a...
Yeah, technically. He's not main crew, but he's part of the fleet. Bonclay is...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Senior Pink's my favorite.
Senior Pink is Smoker.
Wait, no. Reiju. Reiju and Shirahoshi. I have all the sexy lady figures. I'll do another room tour once I move.
Like, who's your favorite, Marine? Who's your favorite villain? Like, favorite villain obviously is Caesar. But, like, there's so many.
Let's see. Okay. Since Maddie follows recent comics, do you both follow recent comics or just read anything you want? Read anything I want.
Manga.
Is the Netflix Lock and Key worth watching? I'd be interested to see what everybody else in the chat thinks. I love the comic book. Absolutely. It's by Joe Hill. It's a great horror, great spooky comic book, even though the art can turn off a lot of people right in the beginning. I didn't really like it because I feel like they changed a little too much. And I think Netflix has a habit of picking stories like this, and like we're going to choose really cute teens, right? And like part of what was good Lock and Key that they just felt like regular people, and they were rough around the edges and went through real trauma. And I just didn't feel like Lock and Key, the show, did a good job at that.
Cyrus, when will Absolute Carnage Omnibus be reprinted? I don't know, and that's not a question Omar answered. Sorry.
You're good. Oh, sorry.
No, you answer. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Here, we'll do back and forth.
We'll go down.
I'll try not to. I did take my medicine, so I'm not as ADHD.
No. Oh, okay. I'll do that, and then Maddie, you go up to there. Okay. What creators, artists, writers have y'all met that have impacted you the most? Met Hayao Miyazaki by chance while taking out recycling in Japan, and I had a heart attack. He graciously took a photo. That's amazing.
Christina, what?
I got goosebumps.
Don't make me cry live. That's like my dream. Like, even since I was young, every time there's like a biography project at school, I would just do Hayao Miyazaki again.
Wow.
Like every time. Lord, I don't know. Like, meeting Gail Simone was a big deal for me. And meeting Terry Moore. Those are both really big deals because both of them have written books that really matter a lot to me. And meeting Terry was a big deal because in Stranger in Paradise, there was a character that looked like me. And I'd never seen that before. Like a mid-size woman. It just meant a lot. And so I remember like just talking like, hey, it's really cool, whatever. And I was like, it's really meant a lot. And he hugged me because I was just like crying.
Good, I'm glad. I have not, except Don Rosa, which Omar is a bigger fan. I think he's amazing, but you know Omar, he's in love. We were eating in Louisville, Kentucky, and he saw the back of Don Rosa's head. He's like, that's Don Rosa. And we ran out of the restaurant. We're like, hello. So that was really cool.
That was really cool.
Oh, and Omar's like, I need to check on him and make sure he's okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Senfed Soul asks, who do you think is the strongest female comic character and why? That is like way too hard of a question for me to answer. Because I think we're really lucky right now that there's just so many. Like, it's so hard for me.
You like Squirrel Girl?
I like Squirrel Girl. I really do.
There's so many great Marvel ones. There's so many great DC ones. Like, I'm in love with so many women. And there's, like, Image Comics has great ones, too.
You wouldn't say, like, Wonder Woman or Red Sonja or...
God, I love Red Sonja.
Right?
Yeah, like, I love Wonder Woman. Sometimes I wish they did more with her than they do. But I understand that she's, like, a face of DC, right? Harley Quinn, we've gotten some great stories from recently, especially with Sajik's work. You know, Catwoman, we got some great stuff. Even Supergirl, like, and with Marvel, like, I'm really into Unstoppable Wasp. Like, even though it got canceled, Ironheart, like, there's so many good ones. I'm not a big Black Widow person, but like, She-Hulk, I can't pick.
Storm. That's how I picked her.
Well, Storm, like, forever has been.
Yeah.
I think if you had asked like 40 years ago, like, yeah, the Storm.
Okay. Oh shit. You reminded, I assume it reminded me that I wanted to ask, where is the best place to start reading Terry Moore's indie works like Echo, Rachel, etc.?
So I like all of this stuff a lot, but I will say Rachel Rising, I feel like is the best. I recommend to both of you immediately because it almost reads like, it feels very 90s in the look. It feels like watching like a...
90s, you say?
A combination between like Buffy. Yeah, that's why I think you like it. It's like a combination of like Buffy plus like, I don't want to say Friends, but like a lot of 90s shows. Like at the time, because you have a horror aspect, but you also have these characters that talk as if they're like Gilmore Girls almost, like very quick.
I heard that was a good show. I never watched that.
Oh, I love Gilmore Girls. But Rachel Rising it's just fantastic. That was my first Terry Moore book, and then I just went real hard into everything.
Let me go ahead and read another question that was left for Omar. Project Viking asked, I've seen the 3 Golden Age Berserk films on Netflix and now own the 97 series as well as the 2017. Should I hold off watching them until after I read the deluxe editions? Oh, and Omar said, take it, ladies. My suggestion is to watch them. It will make you want to read the manga so much more. Skip the 2017 series. It will crush your soul. Yeah, I agree. I watched the Golden Age films before reading it. or something, or I watched the Golden Age films, and then I read from the Eclipse on. Then I went back and read the Golden Age stories, and so
yeah, I've seen the Blu-rays, but I'm reading Berserk now, and I think if I didn't have like a huge interest, but the Blu-rays were so good. Those 3 movies, the more recent ones, were fantastic. I tried to watch the newest version of it, and I was like, nah, it's garbage.
Yeah, that's the only thing I started, like the very first episode of the new stuff, and I was like, no.
But Tina, you would love the Blu-rays.
You know, everybody says I should love it, and I need to sit down and pick it up, but
Tina also hates muscly men.
I do. Like, that's except Smoker from One Piece. I don't understand it, but I don't. I can't deal with muscly men. They frighten me.
They frighten you.
My girlfriend was never a fan of anything comic related before we met. Over 4 years later, she's finally watching comic related Netflix shows with me, slowly getting her to the dark side. That's wonderful. And I think, like, when you have friends that are not geeky, to me, like, in any of these mediums, comic books, video games, anime, whatever, I think it's like talking about novels or TV shows, right?
There's always going to be that door.
Yeah, there's going to be something for you that hooks you and makes you think, okay, this genre can be anything. This media can be anything. Mm-hmm. And I think like there's always something for someone.
I just want to, Lionheart, you're welcome. We're a community, support each other. Lionheart's, he's making his own review video, so you guys go, hit that sub button to help him out. I mean, I've heard of muscles, sure. All right, guys, Omar already knows this, so it's okay to say. I like tall, lanky men. Pale, tall, lanky men. And Omar is the opposite. He's genuinely handsome and good looking.
I know you're fans of Chapin. Does anyone know what the new Sunstone hardcover dust jackets look like? I hated the flesh tone looks of the original ACs. Yes. So I don't think they're dust jackets. They're still going to just be the regular image HDs. However, and I'm going to upgrade, of course, but it's more of just like his regular art. So you're going to see the main 2 girls on the covers, something much more akin to what like the trays look like and the calendar. So if you look it up, he's already released art of it. I'm going to upgrade for sure and then give my Sunstone copies to someone else. Maybe Tina. She should have them. She would kill me. Your wife would kill me, though.
I think Omar gave me a bunch of the prints that we got from...
Oh, yeah, because you and I both...
Yes. Although Heather's like, no, where are you putting this? You are not putting this out in public. And I'm like, I'll just put it around my desk. She's like, why?
Yeah, I've got my Sunstone calendar up in my comic book. Oh man, there was a question I wanted to miss. I saw your video of what extent your hobbies took you. Has Melanie done something like that too? So we did like a panel show where it's like, where's our hobbies taken us, Melanie? Has there somewhere...
It's taking me to my own private room upstairs.
I know, I mean like... because you end up going to Japan, so I say that's kind of part of where, like, an interesting place your hobby's taken you, right?
Oh, literal places. I was thinking philosophically.
Well, literal or like
literal or figurative, like
situational,
has it led to other things.
I was just thinking this morning how looking back and telling stories, like we've had a really cool life and just all the opportunities we've had. Like I was thinking about Simone, who was our foreign exchange student, that we got to go to Spain and a little bit of France, to visit him. In Japan, I really want to go back with the girls. But not only that, but just like going to, I miss comic book conventions, right? I know you guys do. But just, the excitement, the opportunities there. So I'd say even, doing About Heroes, the podcast. That was so much fun. Oh my goodness, how long ago was that? I mean, but like going to conventions and like advertising. But yeah, I was like, I got to give suckers with the little cards so people will take it. Then they go to About Heroes. So I think what it does is makes me grateful for just such a interesting life and that I can enjoy all these opportunities. So Yeah.
Yeah. You know, people always make the joke in media, right? It's a little bit different now that, like, so many geeky people don't have friends or they're weirdos. But the truth is, like, these fandoms that we have led us to making so many friends. Like, I'm so blessed to have so many friends everywhere. And part of that's conventions and going out and meeting people I've met from the channel, you know, viewers that are now my friends, like, because we have this common interest, you know, like, and I can meet people in the street like that, like, oh my gosh, I love your She-Hulk hoodie. We're friends.
That's how
with like Suicune tattoos, and I attack them basically.
Yeah,
Walmarts. Like
you're like, wait, you know this too?
You know Suicune.
When I was in college, I wanted to make friends. I was pretty lonely, and I had a bag. Oh, it was a Trigun bag. Those ones you get at conventions. Oh, what were they called? They had a brand. They're always there. Anyway, I put a bunch of buttons on it and had a Chrono Trigger button. And this guy was like, hey, you liked Chrono Trigger? Me too. And we became friends. And I was like, yes, it worked.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, a lot of people end up dating.
Yeah, they do. Heather, like when we were in college, we used to work at Arby's. We were working our way through college. And this guy found out, I don't even know how, that we liked anime. And I guess he was trying to hit on us. One of us, I don't know. I think he got us confused. And he like gave us like Full Metal Alchemist like patches. And like he was like, hey, and he slid his number in with it. And I'm like, you barking up the wrong tree. But thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Oh, I was mean. I didn't mean to be, but this was a jerk move. So on my top 10 list before I die was a bucket list. Like the year 2001, I was like, I want a kiss from Satano Zuki from Xenogears. There was a guy dressed up as Satano Zuki at a con, and I was like, give me a kiss on the cheek, and I did. Then he's like, hey, you want to go see a movie with my friend? I was like, no, thank you, bye. Oh my gosh, it broke his heart. What a jerk.
Cosplay Maddie. Maddie. Oh my God, Melanie.
Man, Melanie, we've got to get you at MagFest, because literally everyone cosplays old RPGs. Like, we've had full Xenogears groups of my friends. Full cosplay groups.
You should have seen Melanie when, like, we were at Dragon Con and she saw the guy dressed up as Vega from Street Fighter, and she was like flipping her lid. She was like, oh yeah. Didn't he pick you up?
Yes. Oh, that's such a cool picture. He picked me up and I was like, hey.
Man, there's nothing like hot people in cosplaying conventions picking you up.
Even better when you can wear a mask. You don't know, but there's just the assemblage of hotness, you know?
Yeah, there was for Critical Role fans, there was a girl dressed up as Bo from Critical Role, and we were watching like a music show at MagFest or whatever, and she was definitely drunk, and I was definitely drunk. And she's like, oh my God, you're so cute, and then she picked me up, and I was like...
Jadasuke, yeah, it was mean because I only saw him as like a character, not a real person. I was young. I don't know.
Well, and now you know cosplayers and realize that we're people too.
Yeah.
And Jessica, now we're friends because I like did everything I could to find you on social media. Yeah, when she friended me on Instagram, I was like, oh, I see that she's hung up people I know. I was like, is it weird if I look at her Facebook? Oh, I think I found her. And everyone's like, calm down. I was like, I just want to be my friend.
Yeah, that's really cool, Jessica, that you walk every day with your new friend. Let's see. What are y'all's thoughts on J. Scott Campbell's art?
I'm bad with names. 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, who's that?
I like it.
Man.
Yeah, because he's done some Captain Marvel covers. Amazing. Ooh, that's a really good Amazing Mary Jane cover, too. And Birds of Prey. Oh, yeah. That's nice, good, classic comic book. Yeah. Well, 80s, 90s comic book art.
I'm guessing that's one of your favorite artists, Kels. I'm guessing.
Thank you, Jack Skellington. Don't forget to hit the like buttons.
He was saying earlier, or she saying the hi from the Middle East.
Hello.
Oh, well, Louise, I'm glad you have plenty of friends. But yeah, that stinks. None are into comics.
Well, you're just going to have to make friends with the rest of us.
Start talking about it a little bit. Give them little hints. Give them juicy little bits. And eventually, like Maddie with me getting me into One Piece, you'll be interested enough, or your friends will get interested enough that they'll actually kind of check it out. And hopefully they'll check the right portion out that they'll literally like get hooked.
I wasn't into comic books until like 3 years ago. And now I'm here.
Yeah, until Omar.
I know.
Tina, when you said juicy little bits, for some reason I imagine like you feeding steak to people in a strip and she's like, here you go.
I say some words and they string together and sometimes
No, that was great. I just had that
Andrew's
image.
supposed to join us today too, right? I need to message him.
Good. What?
Andrew said he'd stop by. He's like, I don't want to overshadow the ladies. I was like, no, come hang out.
No, yes.
Oh yeah, he should, because
he's always behind
he doesn't talk very often.
He can be one of the ladies. So I want to get this question up because they've asked a couple times. Have you read any novel-based graphic novels?
I have To Kill a Mockingbird, a graphic novel format, and I was thinking about the end of the year of reading it because I recently reread the novel, so I wanted to give some time in between, but Omar gave it to me actually for Christmas last year. He gave me a really nice edition of the novel and then the graphic novel as well. So you know what? I never got the opportunity, which is sad, as an English teacher, to use graphic novels of literature, probably because I had a set curriculum that I had to do, and those didn't exist. Also, I feel like back then they really didn't have that many, or if they did, it was kind of poor quality, kind of hokey, and I felt like my students were like The Odyssey. I couldn't remember finding one that was action packed as it should be.
Yeah, so. we did the Odyssey when I was in school. So that's the only one I can really remember reading, like besides like The Dark Crystal.
I've read No Longer Human, Junji Ito's version, which is of a graphic novel. I'm sure I've read others, but nothing comes to mind right away. I've read more like video game turned graphic novel stuff.
Or movie, or...
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, Dark Crystal's probably like one of the only ones I've really read that was like a movie flipped to a comic or...
Gotcha. JT said there's a Dune graphic novel coming out. Kindred by Octavia Butler. So I do like vinyl records, Chris.
I do too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because
I bought a record player. Yeah, I've got my
good
vinyl player over there, and I've got some records in that shelf.
And you guys gave me a record player for Christmas with Castlevania. You and Omar, Melanie.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I totally did.
Who are you? Good, I'm glad. Now, I'm not a hippie underground vinyl collector. I do enjoy the sound quality, right, Maddie? And I took a lot of vinyls from my parents' collection. And my dad passed away in 2013. So it's really cool to listen to his records that are like taped together, the covers, and it says GAG, G-A-G was his initials that he'd write out things. And I'm like,
oh, that's really sweet.
But it's all, and I'm listening to it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't gotten one in a while. I need to ask for Christmas. Sound like a little kid. Christmas is coming.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of I got like the Silent Hill soundtrack, although I really want to get Silent Hill 2. And then like a bunch of more like indie artists. Because I really like music a lot. I don't talk about that, but
well, now vinyl replace CD sales, so
yeah,
which is wild.
I know.
Yeah, I don't listen to CDs since I don't know when.
Yeah, I've got Spotify, so
yeah, right. Everything's streaming. I have my USB key I put in my car that has like music I put in there 7 years ago, and I still listen to it. My brother-in-law makes fun of us, both Omar and I. He always listens to 80s. I'm always listening to 90s. Like, we don't listen to anything new.
Yeah. 90s pop rock and alternative is like my like happiest music.
Listen, video game, right? They might be giants.
Yeah.
That's a lot of them.
Yeah, you and my husband have that in common, that they might be giants.
It's an amazing band.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, we clicked at the same time.
Oh, no, you were good. The Bebop OC coming to vinyls. Oh, my gosh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, and that's been so cool lately, is that so many of these like older soundtracks are coming to vinyl really nicely, and they're really beautiful sets, right? So like you can get vinyl versions of anything.
Yeah, if you haven't seen like the movie Paranorman, the vinyl set was gorgeous, and I think it actually glowed in the dark too, which is always a bonus for me.
Which
movie? I'm 5. Paranorman.
Oh no, I don't think I watched that. I know what you're talking about. It had a good soundtrack.
It had a really good soundtrack.
Cool.
I like the soundtrack.
Yeah, and usually like a lot of video games now, like even like indie ones, will come up with vinyl soundtracks. Like Coffee Talk just got announced.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Coffee Talk, super recommend that. Melanie, I think you would like it too, because it's made by an Indonesian game company. Yeah,
because it's what?
It's made by this Indonesian game company called Toge Productions. My friend works on the game, and
plug it, Maddie.
You're a barista at this coffee shop in Seattle in 2020, but everyone is like D&D racist. So you have some humans, but you also have like orcs and elves.
I thought you said D&D racist.
Oh no,
like,
races.
I think they're called species.
They're of the D&D Dungeons and Dragons races. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. That's really cool.
It's really good. I really recommend it. And they also have a new point and click game that I played in one day and cried about a bunch. So Tina, you would love that. It's all music. It's about a woman and her boyfriend looks like an owl.
Oh,
it's really good.
I've got some. I'm playing Genshin Impact right now, so
I'm thinking about playing it. Melanie, it's free. You should download it.
I mean, the only thing that'll get you is the gacha, because they gotcha with the getcha.
We don't get got. We get back. Always sunny.
Oh, Christoffel, is that where you are, or are you just Indonesian? I have a ton of friends in Indonesia because of Suikoden.
Oh.
So we all bonded like worldwide because of Suikoden. And then from there we've like just kept up. So like my friend Fami works for Toge Productions. I've gotten to follow him since like he first came up with the idea for Coffee Talk, which is really cool.
Oh. Hey, this is a good idea. A suggestion for next week's live Q&A, another one without Omar, but with Dan, Rob, and Andrew. Well, Omar's going to miss you, but what if it, with Dan, Rob, and Andrew?
I would totally listen to them just talk.
Yeah.
Me too.
How about I do another question that Omar answered ahead of time?
Go for it.
Okay, this is a long one. Keep up. This is from Mihaly. I like to order from Amazon UK because they have mostly the best price and some good shipping, tracked and fast. When I order from sites like Book Depository, for example, I must wait 4 weeks at least for my books. With Amazon, they come in 5 days. But there are still no pre-orders there for X of Swords, OHC, X-Men Inferno Omnibus, Avengers the Gathering Omnibus, and many things that were announced months ago. Maybe you can find out what's up with that too, or because Amazon is not direct market, then it's hard to find out. And Omar's answer is, I'm currently trying to get this issue resolved of supply and demand with Marvel Comics, because that's my husband. I hope that by next month that this issue is going to be resolved. So he is hearing you guys. He's a good guy. He wants to help. He's on the case. He's a detective.
Christina, or Tina, about to cover your face.
It's okay.
Tina, what will you do if the U.S. ends up blocking TikTok? Been watching it closely as the university I work at regularly uses WeChat and TikTok to keep our Chinese students connected. Real quick, before Tina answers this, Christina, I wonder if we have similar jobs, because all of my office staff and I communicate through WeChat, so this is a very pertinent question to me. Sorry, go ahead, Tina.
Okay, so the gist of it, hide it.
Oh.
We keep clicking it.
I was trying to pull it down. There we go. No!
Okay, Tina, you click it.
I got it.
There you go.
Got it. There we go. Okay, so the basic logistics of it is we are already seeing challenges to the block on WeChat. It is basically essentially at this point in time been blocked in the courts for various reasons. Essentially, a edict by the president trying to stop commerce is kind of de facto not in his right. It is actually in the right of the Senate to make legislation affecting commerce. There's a little bit more dynamic going on.
Oh, well, it's BS.
It's basically BS. So preliminary, it is a very scary thing, especially for Chinese students or other students, international students that do primarily use WeChat to communicate with their families back home. It's, troubling for the TikTok community on a whole other sort of level, but there are VPNs to get around certain things if that was the case. Yeah. It probably will not. It will be a long court battle. The interesting thing, though, is whether the deal will fully go into completion as far as the selling and diversifying of TikTok. That's a little bit more interesting aspect, but it's a little bit more technical in aspect. So I could speak on end about it, but vastly, I don't think it's going to happen, but if it did, I would have, Instagram Reels or do something like that. So there are other avenues. There are other music video lip syncing apps out there.
Yeah, most of it's just like you just can't buy it again or be able to upgrade it.
Right.
So
they were going to block it, but they stopped that because essentially the deal is in talks or in brokerage. And they still had, I think, 30 to 60 days to go through that. So it hasn't been finalized. Hopefully it actually won't be sold. The company that it's being sold for is actually one of Trump's crony guys, which it would be interesting to see because the platform is very diverse as is now, to see how they would limit certain speech aspects on that.
Hey guys, I'm going to find a scalpel to open up these books, or these 2 packages. Be right back.
Hey, Christina, message our socials so we can talk and be friends, because we can probably do some learning from each other, some networking. I should not talk about that on our channel, but
And shout out to Washington State. That's where my brother-in-law and sister-in-law are, just outside of Seattle proper in Tacoma.
Y'all should put Tina and Halloween on the thumbnail, because here I thought it was going to be Omar. I'm here for Tina in costumes.
I try. Every live, I try to do something. I didn't do one last weekend because I was just too tired.
Yeah.
Maybe for Halloween I'll join us, Caesar.
Yay!
Hey!
What's up,
You're
friend?
visible, Andrew. Hey, we matched.
You're here so much longer.
Hey, nice.
I know. How good is that look on Andrew, though? Can we
This is
just
a
talk
COVID
about that?
cut.
It's very, like, I'm going to go play baseball, 1980s, like no, like the movies where they're like playing with their friends and stuff like that. Like, it's that sort of like college ruggedness of the 80s. It's
Totally.
what it looks like.
It's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah, ruggedness with your stubble.
Hey, No Shave November's coming up.
Yeah.
Laziness. Yeah, it's
All
pretty
these
much
guys
the
are
next
just
one, yeah.
starting a little early. Like
Yeah.
Elliot.
What's going on?
See,
How's
it is a
everybody?
scalpel. What is this called?
That is an X-Acto knife.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, people were worried. They're like, if
I have a scalpel. So, Andrew,
if Melanie
just
actually
in
takes out a
time for
scalpel, I'm gonna have some questions.
Unboxing. While you guys continue to talk, I'm going to carefully open this box. The first one is from Kid Flash. He sent a package that's over 20 pounds.
Well,
Dang.
And also another postcard.
Nice.
Look
That's
how
so good.
awesome that is.
I love that shading.
And he gave us some really good advice and ideas on the back. So I'm not going to read that out loud. But Omar, I read it, and Omar's going to read it, obviously, tomorrow.
Harass says, Andrew looking so good, we need an enhance. I know, I was hoping he'd pull out the DSLR so we could get like
Zoom
high
in.
def Andrew.
Ooh, I could hook that up.
Andrew.
here, this one's been asked a couple of times. Melanie, being a literature teacher, did you ever read or recommend to read War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy?
I've never read it. I'm sorry, I've never read
Never
it.
read it?
And
I had
I
to
taught
read
freshman.
it in class.
Freshman. It was To Kill a Mockingbird and Night by Eli Wiesel, which, oh my gosh. I'm so glad I got to teach that. Okay.
So, Andrew, people in the chat next want like a show where it's like you and Rob and Dan just hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Live.
we can do that. It might be really lazy and really boring.
What? No, it would just be Rob talking in length about the schematics of whatever system he's talking about.
That sounds about right. Yeah,
My eyes kind of glaze over when I'm sitting next to him sometimes. I'm just like,
that's
I
what it
still
would
want a
be.
spouse show.
a spouse show.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
I think Sarah might be on board with that.
So, from Kid Flash for the NMC crew is sent this gift box to as a giveaway in the 30K subscribers.
Aw,
Donation to the giveaway. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
On a side note, I know next to nothing about video games. Please convey to Rob64 I'm starting to watch his videos about video games, just
Nice.
because I feel like I'm learning something both new and old. I did play Mario Brothers, but that was many years ago. I look forward to Wonder Maddie's manga videos and Omar's, as it is all new to me, and I try to figure out which titles to read. And then on the back is specifically for Omar. And
So you should read it to everybody.
let's see what we got.
Man, maybe I'll film today. That's really nice.
Maybe I have to stand up. I'm gonna knock something over.
Oh, it's
Batman
okay.
Detective Comics.
Yeah, Omar doesn't
Got a
mind
whole
it when you knock
bundle.
stuff over at all.
Yeah.
Of that. Nice.
Which is
And
great.
some single issues. More Batman. This
Nice.
is Sins of the Father. We've got 1 through 6.
Oh, here. Let me,
Awesome.
oh, whoops. What did I do? I want to do the thing where I choose one and I make yours bigger, but how do I do that? No, it's me.
Congratulations.
Ah,
Nice
wait.
one, Maddie. Ooh.
There we go. I did
There
it.
Batman Rebirth Deluxe Editions.
So good.
Golly, these are amazing with the last one. Oh.
Yeah,
Why's
they
the last
changed
one
the
black?
color because they hate us.
It also just says Deluxe Edition. It says say Rebirth.
Yeah, because
So
by then Rebirth was over.
Oh, okay.
So, but it is a continuation of the same series. But
Okay.
it's still very good. Rebirth Detective and Rebirth Batman are very good.
So we got these. Man, I gotta find a place to put these. I was planning on cleaning today. Can't shampoo a carpet if you got books on the floor, right? Yeah.
If there wasn't
Okay.
COVID, I would gladly help you. I love doing that kind of stuff.
Shampooing carpets? Or
Yeah, but also
organizing?
just like organizing.
I mean, every time I'm over there, I dust a figure off.
Yeah.
Come
Okay.
over there, I could have knocked them over, so that works too. Yeah.
I agree. Kid Flash for President 2020.
And I'll open the last box while you guys continue.
You might be able to win it for the giveaway. You never know.
Yeah. He'll definitely plan that out.
Here, I'm going to switch this out a little bit because that way it'll be our faces covered for a little while. We'll take over.
Oh, yeah, I did hate covering Tina's awesome costume.
Oh, it's okay.
Manga Matt.
Pretending it's a
Now you're
mistake.
taking over the chat pretending it's a mistake.
Exactly.
Thank you, Halo Moniz, for the
Nice Wolverine shirt.
Yeah. I thought, you know what? I want this. I'm not giving it to Omar.
Well, I love that style of t-shirt anyways.
Yeah.
It's a baseball
I
tee.
mean, both
So
you
does
and
Andrew.
Andrew.
I should
I
have
love
worn.
it.
I've got a Stewie Coden one, same color sleeves, but I wanted to be cute.
Then we could all, we all could have matched except Tina. Because she's
No,
awesome.
I have
I think we all
mine.
need to try to match Tina right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, right?
I need you guys
Oh,
to
you
just
look
order
awesome,
this.
Andrew.
The skirt, it's great.
It's pretty amazing.
Okay, so this is from Gabriel Adhd. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Gabriel. And hello, Near Mint. A couple of books you can use as giveaways. Congratulations on the 30K subscribers. That's right, because we will get it. So, future congratulations.
We are
He's from
almost
the
there.
future. We did get it. Enjoy your channel, Gabriel D. Okay.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Seriously.
Oh yeah, we got. Woo! I'm gonna clean
Meow
anyway.
Meow says Andrew in a baseball tee reminds me of Luke Wilson.
Huh.
I think that's a great compliment because I, for one, love Luke Wilson.
Need to practice my Luke Wilson impression.
Okay,
Not
Maddie,
exactly
you want
sure
to?
what that'd be.
Oh yeah,
Do
so
that
the
thing,
Authority
man.
Omnibus. Now this is fantastic. Absolutely great run. Is that by? It is by Ellis, which if you can get it for free, it's fine. Because I'm not an Ellis person
Pledge
anymore.
allegiance or else.
But I did like the book.
Yeah, you know what, Martin? That's what I thought. Is this David Gabriel? He just put his name around. Oh, I love this cover. Maddie, can you do that thing again to make
Oh,
this
yeah.
big?
Yeah, let me do that for you.
There we go. It kind of looks.
Oh my gosh.
Astonishing X-Men.
Yes.
Look at Wolverine is adorable. Look at Beast. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Look at them all. I want to keep it. I'm going to be rereading this soon anyway. Not this one. Our own. No, this is for the giveaway. Thank you so much. There we go.
That's really nice. Thank you.
That's the mail call for the day.
All right, I'm going to get the big camera out.
Yeah. High def.
Might take a minute.
Oh man, Andrew, when I move, will you help me with my setup?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna switch to using the DSLR full time
Sweet.
for
Nice. You guys being fancy.
Fancy schmancy.
Oh man, I love that cover. That might be one of my new favorite covers.
Yeah, they said it's the DM variant.
Shoo. Love it. All right. Let me answer or read another question.
Go for it.
From earlier this week. Actually, this is the last one that Omar answered ahead of time from Ben Johns. As I'm on the east coast of Australia, I never get to watch live and ask a question on the live stream, so it'd be great if you could answer this one for me.
Aww.
I was just wondering if you could advise on a couple of possible reprints. I know many others are interested in it, as it is impossible to get a copy of the following anywhere: Lazarus 2nd Edition HC, BPRD Hell on Earth Volume 2 HC, Deadly Class HC 1 and 2. Omar says Lazarus should be coming back next year. As far as the other books, I'm sorry I don't have any information on those. So, Ben Johns, when you watch this later, I hope you don't miss that part. Joe Cool, Omar's on vacation.
Yep.
Vacation's all I've ever wanted.
That's all I want.
He has relinquished the brotherhood.
See, what we really need is a near-mint cabin weekend. Like, not like the one, like, just like go rent a cabin and like we just hang out and we film there for like a weekend. And everyone gets tested first.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
That would be cool.
And see, we'll have Andrew and Ellie can help too, so we'll have multiple people filming.
Sweet.
Perfect. And drunken shenanigans.
Hi, David Graham. We're in the wee hours of the morning on the east coast of Australia.
Oh, and JT can't join live for whoa. It's past midnight in Malaysia. Gotta take a minute.
Woo,
JT, you're the
props
best.
to you.
Also, can we talk about how your icon, you're just like wicked styling though?
Yes.
Like, outfit on point.
We have to say, hey, Jessica Ashcraft, I was going to tell you, you look so happy in your picture. Like, you must be a very happy person. Nice to be around.
As soon as COVID's over, Jessica's part of the friend group. She's got to come all the things.
Yeah.
Because she's local.
That sounds like a plan. Hey, locals. Kevin.
Yeah, Bart said that's the beginning of a horror movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
That's like
really
one of the best scary movies to watch in October because it's like funny too.
What are you cosplaying?
So there's a tag on TikTok called Briarwood Manor, created by the Razel. Sorry. I'll eventually get their name. But basically, it's just a place for witches, werewolves, spooky things, because it's Halloween season, to hang out and just relax, very low key. And so I did this witch OC. OC means original character. So I named her Adelaine. And she is a very friendly witch that was related to all the bad wicked witches. So
thank you for joining. I really appreciate your questions.
Tina, how long did it take you to get ready this morning? Mm-hmm.
This morning, an hour. I was a little bit late. So, we went, got McDonald's, ate, picked up cat food, and then...
Wait. But is that part of your hour of getting your costume ready?
No, it was just like an hour to do makeup and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, let's say I had a Snapchat from her around like...
Not bad.
I don't remember what time it was, like 9:30.
I was looking pretty pitiful.
Well, I was in line for BK and she was in line for McDonald's.
So, Andrew, while you're setting up that camera, what have you been up to?
Let's see. Hey, I just started watching. I'm way behind on this, but I just started watching Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
Finally getting around to it. I'm almost done with season 1.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying it. I did not somehow I had managed to avoid pretty much all the talk about it or what it was really about. So I did not know hardly anything about it or what to expect. And I just was like, all right, I need a new show to watch. And I couldn't bring myself to watch anything like just super serious.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, I need a little escape. And even though it's the month of October and I normally like to watch spooky stuff right now, I was even that was just like a little bit not quite ready for that. So I stumbled upon Umbrella Academy, and yeah, what was supposed to be one episode turned into like 5 or 6 before I basically fell asleep on the couch. So yeah, I'm really digging it.
Do you have a favorite character yet?
That's a tough one. Man, yeah, they're all kind of good. I'm still kind of feeling them all out. If I had a favorite one, actually, I'm really, more than anything, and maybe this happens in season 2, I don't know. I'm really curious about Ben, because I know nothing about Ben. He's just there.
Yeah.
And all I really know is that nobody seems to like even miss him or talk about him, even though what's his name can see him all the time.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, what's his name? Yeah, the guy that can see the dead people.
Klaus.
Yeah, Klaus.
It's Klaus.
Klaus.
Yeah.
Klaus might actually be my favorite character so far.
Crystal said, Andrew, Allison's the answer.
Allison is pretty awesome.
The problem is they're all really good.
Yes, they are.
You will get more Ben next season.
Okay, good.
And also, if you like Klaus and the actor, he has a show called Misfits.
I loved Misfits.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Oh man, I was so sad when he left.
Andrew loved Misfits.
Yes.
Nobody talks to me about Misfits.
Oh, I love Misfits. I caught that show, like, I guess right around the time it first came out, and I freaking loved it. I was so sad when he left.
I know.
And then what's his name came in to replace him, and he was good, but it was almost like he was trying way too hard to be that same character or that same actor, even, really.
Yeah.
So, but Misfits was a lot of fun.
If people in the chat are looking for like another like superpowered TV show that's really good,
Mm-hmm.
And does it with unique powers, Misfits is the absolute way to go. I think you can watch it on Hulu. Man, it's good.
Yeah, Misfits was good. I will say that I wish I had turned on captions, because some of the British accents and the colloquialisms, right? Some of them, I still to this day have no idea what some of what they said was. It took me forever to learn. What was it? A Chad?
Yeah.
Chad? I was like, what? What does that mean? Yeah, it was great. So there you go. It expanded my vocabulary. It was educational and entertaining.
I'm so glad you've seen it.
The best of both worlds.
Oh, Melanie, please watch Misfits too.
I will put it on the list.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you go outside and do chores cosplay?
No.
That's what Martin asked.
No, I am actually very self-conscious around normal people, and I don't mean that any bad terms or anything. It's just I don't actually like attention unless you like. It's really weird if I can make a connection with you and you like interests with me at a convention, no problem. Around people that don't normally have those same things, it's a sort of different feel and a different interaction, and it makes me super, super nervous. So absolutely not. On the flip side, I used to do acting in local theater, and I would often forget that I had weird stage makeup on, and I would just go into the store and I'd be like, why are those people staring at me? So yeah.
Oh. Also, it would be pretty difficult to do yard work, right? Like in your cosplay, some of those costumes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Things will get ripped.
For sure. It's already hard enough to be in costume at a convention and have to go places and do photo shoots. Like,
Like
if you have to walk through like grass.
Now, my favorite interaction of like a normal person. So downtown Atlanta gets crazy. Every Atlantean knows that Dragon Con's going to happen when Dragon Con happens. That being said, you still have plenty of people who drive through, don't know what's going on, have recently moved there. And we were standing in line to go see this after-hour show that a bunch of creators were going to be. Who's the guys that do Mystery Science Theater? Like Pro and their voices. I can't think of their names right now.
Joel.
I
can't remember their real names.
Well, they were doing this panel where it's like this comedic like banter back and forth. It's really good. The Gonzo show. And we're standing in line outside of the building because it takes that long to get in. And this guy in this SUV like suddenly like slams on his brakes and he's like, hey, you, I need a picture with you. And we have no clue because there's multiple people dressed in cosplay in this line. And he like gets out of his car. All these people are like honking their horns. He stops traffic. His like wife is like, get in the car, you idiot. And he like runs out and he comes to Heather. Apparently he played Skyrim and she was in her like Skyrim, like outfit. And he was like, this is so cool. I need to get a picture of you. This hands down favorite like normal interaction at a convention ever.
I love
Riff Tracks.
Riff Tracks.
Oh man, my favorite Riff Tracks is the Street Fighter movie 1.
Oh, there's Riff Tracks on that.
Oh, please, I will watch it with you.
I love Street Fighter.
Because I love the Street Fighter movie, but honestly, I never want to watch it without the riff tracks for it because it's really good.
Yeah, there's certain movies you just can't like. There's
oh no, we watched it with the girls a few months ago.
Love that
Twilight is amazing.
Okay. Have you ever watched The Sopranos? That sounds like an Andrew question.
I haven't.
You know what? I haven't. I remember watching like most of season 1 when it first came out. And I think it was one of those things where like we had HBO for a little bit and then didn't have it. And, enough time went away that I just never got back into it. I never did follow up on it.
Omar really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of those now that HBO is more accessible.
Mm-hmm.
I'll eventually go back and watch because like now that HBO Max is just easy to use. Maybe.
Yep.
Ooh, Jessica, this year was supposed to be my first Dragon Con. Alas, what are the cons you look forward to the most?
Man, I loved Chicago Con.
Oh, C2E2?
In years. Huh?
You mean C2E2 or?
No, back when it was Chicago Con and C2E2 now. Those are good memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MagFest is my #1 favorite one of the year. When it comes to comic book conventions, I think C2E2 is my favorite. Just because there's a lot to do.
I would never want to go to San Diego Con. Omar mentioned it the other day, but I'm just not into that.
It's a lot.
Yeah. He said he went in 97.
And I think for cons like that, some of them reach like such like a level of attendees and like expenses that eventually like once it reaches a certain point, I don't go anymore and I move on to like a smaller convention than that.
Right. It's kind of how Dragon Con, we haven't been since we took Melanie and Omar.
That was fun.
That was fun, but it is so expensive, especially for like my wife and I that are on a limited income and tried to I'm paying off student loans, got credit card debt, so forth, trying to knock that down. It becomes cost prohibitive, even though you want to go. Like you're going to have to cram into a hotel room with a bunch of people. And I'm at the age where I can't do that anymore.
Not anymore.
It's like, But I'm also, I will say, as far as roommates, I think I'm pretty chillax roommate. I'm like, I will sleep on the floor. I don't make a lot of noise. Can I work with you guys?
Didn't Omar snore keep Heather up?
He did. And Heather just went into well, here's the thing. Omar snore kept Heather up. Heather kept me up because she went into the bathroom, and my anxiety being the way it is, she turned on the shower, laid down on the shower floor to get some sleep. And I'm thinking the hotel staff is going to come knock on the door and we're going to get in trouble because she's just running the shower so she can sleep. And so like, I'm just sitting up. So it was like this cycle.
Well, I didn't know any of that. I was not awake. Poor thing.
Just obliviously asleep.
I guess I'm used to his snoring.
Yeah, same.
Andrew, you looking good now.
Yeah, look at Andrew. Damn. I'm sorry. This is a male model Andrew time on over near my condition.
Sachet, 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 sachet.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you though.
Oh crap.
Just stand there and look pretty, Andrew. It's fine. But man, I just miss cons a lot. Like,
yeah.
For me, a lot of my friends, those section off the seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does. I never got it to Lexington Con though. What was it called?
It's, LCTC.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
There we go.
I don't know. It just didn't seem to have that much of a personality, if that makes sense.
You just pay a lot of money to go inside and pay more money for things.
Yeah, to shop and so.
I think if it gets bigger, and I think that's where the point is right now, it's really a come by con. I think if it gets bigger and it starts diversifying, usually bigger cons start diversifying, I think it will become something that is really, good. It's good to sort of like meet people and kind of hang out. It's definitely like a comic come by, you want to collect something, you know, it's decent for the area that we are in.
Well, and part of the problem is, compare that con to cons like C2E2, San Diego, Dragon Con, even MacFest or KatsuCon, the extra benefit is that the town is involved as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not just like you have the convention, but local restaurants kind of get in on the fun. They've got deals. That's what makes a convention really good to me, is if it's more of like a environment where you leave and there's still benefits around. And LCTC doesn't do that, right? The rest of the town doesn't get in on the fun the way they should. Mm-hmm. It needs to be a collaboration with the town and the convention, because the convention brings in so much money.
That's a good point. Yeah. And Lexington, I feel like, is all about doing things together as a community.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And it may just be the head of that. I don't know.
It may be just planning the opportunity, how you present it, how you sell it. Like DragonCon, they do the parade every year, and Atlanteans go down just to watch the DragonCon parade. It's on TV. Like, it's an event. And if you get something that's community-based like that, that's amazing.
So Christina's favorite con is ECCC?
Emerald City Comic Con.
Oh, thanks. Though, since Repop bought it, it's kind of gone downhill as far as organization and pricing.
And, Jessica says, one thing I like about LCTC is some more local artists can afford the travel and boost and get a little bit of exposure and money.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
agree.
Good. Yeah.
Although that's one of the reasons I like anime conventions, because they tend to have the artist alleys are better. It's cheaper for people to get in on it. And also, like, it's cheaper for the artists to get in and also the attendees. And somehow with anime conventions, like labeled anime conventions, the fandom is way more diverse than just comics.
It's very interesting. Yeah. Because I noticed that at ASIN when we went, like the hall, like across the board, everything.
Thanks, Joe Cool. It was fun to do the Batman book review.
Which one did you read?
Batman and Robin, Dark Knight versus White Knight.
Nice.
Because I found it on the floor. Oh, gosh, looks good. Check it out.
You should read those. Read Omar's copy of those detective comics, Rebirth. You would like them.
Yeah. Not opening up the one I graciously sent. So, Andrew, you're being all kinds of quiet.
I'm just setting up a little green screen back here, just having fun.
I love it.
It's great.
Did you know where that quote's from?
What's that? Which one?
Andrew, you're all kinds of quiet over there.
No.
I don't know this.
Big city.
Oh, wow.
So, Andrew and Omar, who else? Just a group of friends.
Yep.
Nesmed Productions. It's still on YouTube.
Okay.
Nesmed Productions.
Videos.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, you're
Big City. I showed it to my students.
Can you
and
type
they didn't
that
get
out?
it except one girl, and she was smart.
Can you type that out in the chat for people to go back and watch it?
Literally, if you look up Ness, like Nessie.
Yeah. NESS MAD, MAD Productions. It's all our old stuff. Oh, I want to rewatch it. That was so much fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is some old stuff. That was stuff we started, like 10 years ago, I think? Almost 10 years ago.
You guys had 65 subscribers. I mean, that's...
Woohoo!
Yeah, that channel. Yeah, you'd have to blow the dust off that channel. It's
to see Andrew acting as like a lawyer. I remember you guys did like a off of like Twilight with a mummy or something like that.
Yes, with Simone as the mummy.
Oh man, we were in like a live react or like even on Patreon or something. I'd love to see you guys just like.
Some of it's a little dicey in today's atmosphere.
Yep. Well, then put it on Patreon.
Yep. So I love how we're planning this. Maybe we should ask Omar, but it's such good memories.
Nah.
We had a lot of fun.
You have the meeting your match, the 80s dating thing, which was like lower expectations.
That one is the one that like just took off. I don't know how. I don't know why. We don't know what happened because like that was our first foray into YouTube. We had no idea what.
Didn't it have
doing.
like Rob's brother on it or something like that too?
Yeah,
that was Twisted and Twisted.
Twisted was the first
10-minute movie trailer.
Twisted was ridiculous. My voice was dead by the end of that because I did the narration for it.
Yes.
And I'm doing this old timey trailer voice.
Yes, that was so good.
3 hours worth of that. I was gone. Yeah, check it out.
Andrew, Joe Cool says that your last name means local wine in German.
It absolutely does.
Wow.
Good one, Joe Cool. Yes. Ortvine, in fact. Yes. That's a good one. Joe Cool, how do you know that? Nobody's supposed to know that. That's a family secret.
Well, let's see. The questions have died down.
I got one from Martin Mori.
Oh, there we go.
Favorite character to cosplay?
Caesar. Hands down. I can act crazy.
That's like, Caesar from One Piece, everyone.
Caesar from One... I'm sorry, yeah. There's a lot of Caesars like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and stuff like that. But Caesar the Clown from One Piece, which is... Nobody knows who I am. Everybody thinks I'm a Homestuck character. But he's this crazy clown that does experiments on kids. But I love just being in costume and doing TikToks with him because I get to act out. If you ask me to do something character related in person, I will not. I will just be like, I'll be like, what?
Oh, Heather makes that same facial expression. That's so cute. Yeah, you both do that.
We have similar things.
Yeah, rub off on each other. Maddie, what about you?
Definitely Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. That's my girl.
Andrew, what's your favorite Halloween costume you've done? Since you don't cosplay.
I think the two that I really enjoyed the most was when I did Wolverine a long time ago with retractable claws. That towards the end of the night almost killed people. What's that?
Not the kitchen knives like Omar did in that one scene.
No. I went way too overboard. I went way too overboard. I had like these metal casings that went onto my arms, and they had like shards of sheet metal that would poke out, and it was spring loaded. Yeah, it was ridiculous. I had it rigged so that if I just like popped my wrist back like this, they would shoot out. But the problem was by the end of the night, like they were starting to like shoot out on their own. So I literally went up to somebody once and was like meeting somebody, and I was like going to shake their hand, and they just shot out, and I was like, whoa, okay, never mind.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That was a lot of fun. That and Teen Wolf.
Nice.
Teen Wolf.
Oh yeah, that was really good. Joe Cool lives in Germany and speaks broken German. So that's how he knew Andrew.
Good. Speaks a lot more than I do then.
Did Elmar bring any Omnis on his vacation? You know what? Oh, this one I don't know because I was at work when he left. However, yeah, we, going. Oh my gosh, what are the words? Taking a plane, riding on a plane. He'll load up these huge Omnis, and the backpack going through the airport, it's like hurting his back. And I'm like, here, give me a turn. This huge thing in his lap on the airplane. Japan, he even brought an Omni. I mean, when we were like, we went for our honeymoon. So yeah, I bet you he did.
Weird looks from the from like TSA and stuff like that.
For real, right? Look what you have. Louise said, went to Nesbat Productions even back then. Amanda was doing reviews when she did Game of Thrones reviews. Like, oh my gosh, I can't think of the word, but just a very superficial manner.
Oh yeah.
What video games are you currently playing?
Ooh,
I can go ahead and answer.
I've got an answer.
Go for it.
I've been playing Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Ages.
Oh shit!
Nice.
All right,
Game Boy. Super old school. Yeah, it's fun.
I love that.
I never played it before. I'm playing it on my RetroPie.
I've been playing Final Fantasy 12. Because I'm still. It's been taking me 2 years, but I'm on my Final Fantasy playthrough.
I was going to say, when did you start playing Final Fantasy?
2 years ago. Because we took a long break after 10. And I have been playing Gloomhaven on Steam, which is like the digital version of the board game, which is really good. And I just finished When the Past Was Here, which is an Indonesian game, or When the Past Was Around. So
I'm playing the remake of Resident Evil 2.
Nice.
I really like it.
It's
so much fun. It's, it doesn't scare me that often, but when it startles me, I just laugh afterwards because like that was awesome. So I'm looking forward to playing more of the Resident Evils.
Genshin Impact or whatever right now, the really big one that's popping up. I just started that the other night. I also started that Danganronpa game.
Yes. Finally.
Oh, my daughter's obsessed. Obsessed with
It
that.
was on sale, so I was like, I'll just buy this and I will start. So I started it. I only played an hour in so far, and then I basically, to try to keep myself working on projects and not drop anything, I instituted. You get this much time to do this, and then you've got to switch and work on this and work on this. So I'm working on multiple projects throughout a day to try to actually complete certain things.
That's good.
So I'm focused on only playing or trying to only play certain games, like an hour a day, unless it's a Saturday, and then I allow myself more time. But I play an hour, go do something else, and then come back.
What amazing self-control I don't have. FF told us my favorite. You can literally just keep doing the hunts and not do the story. That's all I'm doing. I don't even care about the story. I don't care. I love doing the hunts. And other Lewis. Resident Evil is such an amazing series. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm really liking it.
I need to get that.
Martin asked, do you take any special cares when transporting Omnibus? I'm always scared to damage them. Let's see. Take the slipcover off, dust jacket, and he's got a really sturdy, like, nice, expensive backpack, right? Like he got it for work years ago or something. I guess that's it.
Yeah, he's got a system like when he lends comics, he'll take the dust cover off and keep the dust cover and give it so he knows what's out and where it's going.
Which is smart. Mm-hmm. Maddie, did you do a PS5 pre-order or will you wait for Horizon 2 first? I'm waiting, one, because I'm in a buying ban for myself, and two, even though I really want the PS5 day one, usually the day one system release has issues, right? And so I'm trying to be cautious of that and wait a bit because, in the past, like, if you talk to people now, they got PS4 day one, their PS4 is garbage, right? Or still messes up. So I'm okay with waiting a little bit. I've never gotten a system day one. I usually wait.
Yeah, that's what Elmar does.
Yeah.
In case there are bugs.
Yeah. Like, I only upgrade to a PS4 from PS3 because I was playing Dragon Quest Inquisition and I was seeing everybody else who's playing it on PS4 and it looked so much better. So I impulse upgraded.
Yeah, I will say, I usually wait for a specific game to come out on things, or I want so many games to come out, so I get a couple. And right now, like, not that many games out, of course, but there is one that looks really stinkingly cute that I really want to get. It's Bug Snacks. Have you not?
No.
Seen it? Look it up. Even like the little like catchy jingle to it is cute. Like, so
wait,
it's like,
is that the one that the girl who did the song Quero Quero Bonito did the
I'm not sure.
music for?
I'm not sure on that one. But it's like these little monster creatures on this island, and there's these bugs that are like strawberries and other little eatable snacks. So they're shaped like whatever, strawberry.
Yeah, snacks are usually eatable.
And they eat them, and parts of their body becomes the snack. So like part of the like little trailer was like this guy was like, I'm sorry I couldn't carry the lamp because of my weenie arms, and he had like hot dogs.
That's so cute.
It's so stinking cute.
Oh.
Lionheart, you keep teasing me. You're gonna buy me stuff.
Yeah. Nice.
Sorry.
Mark had a question about reading manga. Never reading manga before. Wanted to do Berserk. Tips on how to follow the panels. I feel like it's just practice because right now we don't even think about it. It's just natural. So yeah, it will take some time because you have to consciously like follow the. So do you mind to show Maddie? You got a manga right next to you.
Oh.
Like, because not only are you on the page reading from right to left the pages, but you've got to read the panels.
Yeah, it's just muscle
from
memory,
right to left as well.
Honestly.
So if Maddie if you can point.
Oh, I couldn't even, if I'm showing it to you like this, I can't. There's no way.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't either. But yeah, you just have to think, it's still up to down, but you're going right, left, right, left, right, left. Andrew, where's your cool Star Trek bridge?
I'm bringing it back. I had to move around to the other side of the bridge.
And it is Quero Quero Bonito that does the Bug Snack song. I love Quero Quero Bonito.
Maddie, who's better, Lara Croft or Nathan Drake? That's a hard question. I feel like I have to say Lara Croft, but I really like Nathan Drake too, though. So,
Jack,
I know that's me, like, not really answering the question.
You're humbly suggesting reading Gotham Central by Ed Brubaker and Greg Rucka. Thank you.
So good.
Yeah, that's a good team. So
It's
you've
very,
read it, Maddie?
Yeah, it's very more like police procedural than it is
Oh,
Batman.
okay. I bet you I have seen that. I think Omar read it a couple years ago.
Yeah. Andrew, the background's so dope.
I don't think you need to be worried. Just sometimes there's bugs. Just be aware of it. And like Lionheart said, they ordered a PlayStation 4 on day one purchase. Great shape. Just changed the hard drive. Put in a 2 terabyte. So it's just all
terabyte.
So
it's Halloween. Oh, dude, when you smile, Andrew, it looks like you have braces. Smile. You see that?
What's going on there?
Yeah, it looks like you got the.
Whoa!
Oh man. Wait, does that mean my teeth are green? That's not good.
Oh gosh.
Andrew, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Mark, we need a near mint comic. Man, Omar's got a great idea.
Yes.
Him and his brother start working on it, but they're taking a break, I suppose.
Does anyone know if I can read
Rachel?
Swamp Thing by Nancy A. Collins? Omnibus with no Swamp Thing knowledge. I don't know because I've only read The Absolute. But I don't think you need any more knowledge before that. Maybe somebody in the chat can better answer your question.
Andrew went to brush his teeth? Oh, okay. Andrew, I'm sure your teeth are very clean. You're an upstanding gentleman, sir.
No, my camera died. My battery was dead.
Oh,
no.
Going back
that's
to
a
the
good question,
normal death.
Christina.
So Christina G asks, what's your hobby origin story? Basically, how did you all get involved in your respective hobbies? I think Melanie should start off, and then Andrew, because Tia and I have actually answered this before, but we'll answer it again.
Okay. Start off with comics in middle school because there's a comic book shop outside, or in the same shopping center as my dojo. And I go over there. Because I started watching Spider-Man, the animated,
Love that cartoon.
Yeah, the Fox, that's what it was. Cartoon.
Spider-Man, not the X-Men?
Oh, yeah, and I did watch X-Men too, but I really bought more of the Spider-Man comics. And then started playing RPGs in high school. My first one was Saga Frontier, which is gorgeous with gorgeous music, but it's not a good game.
Well, Saga Frontier 2, though. Ooh,
I never played that one.
I've got it. You can borrow it.
And started collecting figures. And then I guess, went to college, and then I met Omar, and the rest is history.
It all went to hell after that.
Andrew, what about you?
Oh, it did.
What's your origin story?
Oh man, for which hobby? Let's go with video.
Yeah.
Because I've got too many of them. So video, I think probably the first time I played with a video camera, my dad brought one home from the school library one day when I was in 5th grade, so I would have been around like 10, 11 years old, something like that. And I don't know why, I don't know what it was, but like right away, my younger brother and I were just like, okay, we're going to make a sequel to Rambo First Blood. Like, we just wanted to make a sequel. He was really into those movies, and we were just like, yeah, we're going to pretend that he's Rambo, and we're going to make a sequel. And it only got about 5 minutes long, but still, that was like...
That was your first...
That was like a little taste, and I mean, it was complete with like, I didn't have any special effects, so the plot was that he had to go to some island to rescue somebody and, blow up the bad guys. And then the final scene, if anybody has played the original Nintendo Contra game, when you beat the game, there's a scene where a helicopter's flying off the island in fabulous 8-bit glory. And I totally just like threw the camera up right on the game and recorded that as part of our movie. So that was like my first foray into special effects. And after that, I was hooked. I was hooked after that. It was just like, all right, this is what I want to do. It's a lot of fun.
Aw.
So, yeah.
That's a good story.
Tina, what's your origin story?
I mean, which one? Like everybody else? I would say
overall,
my very, very first origin, like what started this whole mess, was my mom, who absolutely loved playing video games. Like, she was the one that got the Atari system, sold all the Atari stuff, got the Super NES. And I remember, like, an NES, I remember waking my mom up because I had beat a level in, like, Mario and being like, Mom, check me out. I beat a level. Because I was, like, 3-4 years old or whatever. But what got me really started into cosplay was fast forward to Kingdom Hearts 2 with Roxas, and I just had to cosplay that character and go to a convention. I just absolutely fell in love with that character. So that's it.
Wow,
Yeah,
I didn't know
me,
those stories.
That's cool.
I was like, I mean, I watched a lot of anime at a very young age, a lot of Ghibli, a lot of whatever anime was on TV, and just got obsessed. My mom always said that, like, she's like, you like from birth had an interest in East Asia and Asia as a whole, like, weirdly. Which, I mean, led to current jobs and stuff, right? But, and then got into manga when I was a kid, because my dad would take me to the library and buy me manga, and he bought me my first PlayStation when I was 8, and he said, I'm buying you a PlayStation, you can pick 2 games from here. I think it's probably at like a Walmart or something. And I picked Final Fantasy VII and Lunar Silver Star Story Complete.
Oh, yay.
So, I mean, it was just like, there was no other way things were going to go for the rest of my life, right? Basically, me in Kentucky as a girl with, like, not a lot of friends that like that same stuff.
Divorced dads are great for buying you video
Yeah, I was like, hey, I had girlfriends over, right? I was like, and I say girlfriends did like girls that are friends, not what I would refer to as girlfriends later in life. Like you want to watch Wrath of the Ninja or play Final Fantasy IX? And they're like, no, what? Why are you like this? And now I have all of you, so I've got friends now that like this stuff.
Oh, we got a good question. What do you guys think of old anime like Shaman King, Inuyasha, Naruto getting a resurgence and showing a sequel about their descendants?
I'm down.
It's all right.
I like Boruto. I haven't started the new Inuyasha anime.
I haven't. I want to binge watch it.
I still worry about the whole Shomaru and Rin having a kid deal.
That was known. If you read
that feels super Woody Allen to me.
It is known.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew's like, yep.
Maybe don't marry your adopted kid.
Well, that's the other thing. It's because we've seen her grow up, but when you look at it and you look at other stories where we have this immortal fae or whatever, you got to think reflectively like adult human is like a child to them.
Well,
so it's still a little bit creepy in some ways.
There's that, but then if you raise them, it just feels like too grooming. You know what I mean?
But technically, didn't he not raise them? It was he partially raised it.
Nah, he raised Rin.
Like we're like, oh, Tina's.
This isn't an Angel Buffy situation. This is a homie raised her.
Let's see. Favorite black and white movie? Ooh. Andrew, I bet you got an answer for this.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, that's a good choice.
I don't think I've watched that.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah. What do you especially like about it?
God, there's so much. It's just that kind of like Christmas time, feel good. I mean, it's dramatic. It's not all feel good, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, the ending, right? Endings feel good.
The endings totally feel good. Yeah. The endings totally feel good. There's a lot of good stuff. Some of the music in it. Yeah, man. I think I like the old time setting.
Mine is To Kill a Mockingbird. Surprise!
Oh yeah, you right?
Oh my gosh, Gregory Peck, and I mean his acting and the soundtrack, the music, the script. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's gorgeous, gorgeous.
I really liked. I really, really love like old silent movies, especially like the old horror movies and creep factor movies. So, Phantom of the Opera from 1925 is one of my favorite old time black and whites. I also like
nice
too. That's pretty cool. Plus the makeup work and all those old stuff. Like the 1920s actresses are so pretty.
It would have to be like a tie between Schindler's List and Ikiru by Akira Kurosawa.
Nice.
Ooh, wow, nice.
Ryan said Clerks.
Snob movie choices here.
Clerks. Yeah. Oh, hey, by the way, fun trivia fact for It's a Wonderful Life. Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street were named after 2 characters in It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh.
There you go.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Random Harvest.
My work is done.
That sounds like a
Still
spooky
Angry
movie.
Men.
Yep.
Christina, Fox Anime series pulled you in. Yep, great way to recruit fans.
That's how we started collecting comics at my house. Was X-Men, the animated.
That's cool that you had, like, your mom was into that stuff, though, because, like, none of my family.
Hey,
Really?
Philip knows it. The cop and the cab driver from It's a Wonderful Life. That's
Oh,
right.
wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, my mom was way into it. Like she would not make us dinner, and she would just be like sitting there at the Atari playing like Pitfall, and like she'd be like trying to play Pitfall with a cigarette hanging out and like ashes on the floor, just playing it. And I'd be like, Mom, sounds like I had a horrible childhood, but it was actually really great.
Pleasantville's a great choice.
I do
I've
like
not
Pleasantville.
seen that. I have not seen that. Yeah.
I think you
Young
like it.
Frankenstein.
Sure would.
Yeah, Young Frankenstein's so good.
Yes.
Oh, that is good.
I love quoting Young Frankenstein.
Christopher said, Teen
Would you like
Titans
some
Animated
Ovaltine?
and Jail U got me to comics. I'm so thankful for those, because even though I didn't get into comics proper until, like, right
Comics
before
proper.
I got into this channel, I still have a working knowledge of a lot of this, right? Not just from, like, the live action shows, or, like, shows and, like, movies, but growing up like Melanie, like, I loved Spider-Man, I loved X-Men, I loved Evolution, I loved Teen Titans. Like, read a lot of fan fiction for Teen Titans and Evolution growing up.
Oh, cool.
A lot.
Can you find it anywhere on the interwebs?
I read it. I didn't write them.
Huh?
But I read them. I didn't write them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I did write Trigun fan fiction.
Yay! Is that on the interwebs?
It is. It's on my old username, so you can't find
Like,
it.
I know, it's like, good luck finding my rare earth fiction. It is
Post
out
it in the
there.
comments.
That's it. Bride of Frankenstein. Nosferatu. Andrew,
Yes.
did you ever read Star Trek fan fiction?
I have not actually, no.
Oh,
I
are you
haven't.
Gave you a new
watch,
idea.
Lower Decks?
What's that? I have not started watching Lower Decks yet. I forgot about that, actually. That would have been
I
a good one
really
to start.
like. I've been seeing some adverts for it because the season 2 is coming out, and I was like, man, I need to watch it.
Yep.
Is that the cartoon one?
Yeah, it's the cartoon
Yeah.
one. I think it's got mixed reviews as far as it. What?
How do you feel about oh gosh, the female captain? I forgot her name.
Janeway?
Jane.
Yeah, she's coming back.
Yeah,
What?
Janeway's coming back.
and
In,
they animated
Something.
in Lower Deck.
Oh,
Look at
really?
Andrew's face.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, people were asking about it last time because they were like, "Who's the best captain in Star Trek?" And I was like, "Picard," because
My favorite is
oh, Captain, my captain.
my favorite is DS9. So that's my favorite captain, which is funny because that's my PlayStation account profile picture. So people are like, hey, let's add me on PlayStation so we can game together. I'm like, yeah, totally. And then they're like,
That's not you.
this black man is not you. And I'm like, I love him. He's my icon. I love it.
Picard, make it so. Ace said, I'm going to write
She's gonna
Near My
NMC
Condition
fanfic.
fanfic.
Alright.
That would be interesting.
do it.
I am scared, and I also very much want that to happen.
Amanda has all the fanfic, especially of Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yeah. She's such a good writer.
So
Andrew,
funny.
you could end up being like this villain that was behind the scenes
Behind
all
the
along, masterminding something.
Puppet
Mm,
Master.
Yeah.
Too close to home. Yeah, I don't know.
You're going to reveal something, Ace, with your fanfic.
Thought this was called fan fiction, Melanie. No.
I can't say,
man.
all right, you don't know how many times people like abbreviate on this channel, and I'm still learning all the little abbreviations. Say fanfic.
X-Men animated series or OG Power Rangers opening theme song. So
Yeah.
comparing the theme songs.
X-Men.
X-Men.
I'm a Power Rangers
Yeah.
opening theme song kind of
I'm
girl.
X-Men.
Oh, 3-1.
3
I mean, they're both great. They're both great. Yeah.
Oh, so
Melody.
Andrew's like our Giles then.
Yeah.
I support it.
Hello, Galaxy Tech. I'm Amina. Let's see. Ben Sisko.
Yeah, that's the name of the captain. I always forget his name.
Nora Wolf says.
I love DS9 so much. I love all Star Trek, but there's something about Deep Space Nine that really got me.
Yeah, so Nosferatu, the newer movie, it was a little weird. So I watched that because I was a big fan of Nosferatu, the old black and white, and it is a little weird. There's some weird stuff. Like I like when he kind of like falls asleep on her and they're trying to like move her and he's like, "Ugh." You know, it was weird though.
Oh, man. So we got 6 minutes left. If you have any questions left, go and drop them in.
JB said people actually think he was a real vampire. He never stepped out of character.
It was portrayed that way in the thing. Like, they're like, oh, this is a great actor. You know, he's so into character. But then they're like, isn't he a vampire? And he acts like a vampire and he does very vampiric things. But then they're like, still like, oh, well, he's just acting. It was a nice portrayal of, is he or isn't he? He is. So.
Great. Great Garloo says, good morning, everyone from California, making Angus beef patties for breakfast and lunch.
That sounds good.
I love
really
hearing what you make for breakfast.
You're too far away for me to send me food, but
no doubt. That sounds good, though. Oh, man.
Have you been reading the books, the Boom Studios' new Buffy and Angel run? I feel like it started off so strong, but I feel like it's been really bad lately. I'm about to catch up because I was doing my my Dark Horse run read through of all of that. But now that we've finished, I buy them all as they come out still, but I'm gonna catch up now. I read the first volume of each and liked it, but I was worried once the artist left that it wouldn't be as good because I really like Dan Mora, but not Dan Mora. The guy from Klaus, that guy. What comic do y'all think would be a great TV show or movie? Man, so many, but I can't remember. It's like now that you've asked me.
But they're coming out. They're getting an animated, so that's Lumberjades.
Ooh, yeah.
Man, there's so many I can't think. I think Red Sonny by Gail Simone would be great. I think anything Terry Moore absolutely lends itself to a TV show. Infidel would be a great movie. And so would, I think, Upgrade Soul would be a great limited miniseries.
I want to see the future spoken near mint condition comic turned into a movie. There we go.
Melanie, do you have one?
No, I was reading the chat.
Okay.
I figured you'd say Sandman.
Sandman, yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait for the Invincible animated show, is what Noir Wolf said.
Oh, yeah, I'm really excited, too. I haven't read Invincible, but I think that'll be a good
Omar loves that. So you were showing Great Garloo.
Yeah, Great Garloo. Which Nosferatu? I'm actually thinking, even though it was based off Nosferatu, it's Shadow of the Vampire is what I'm thinking about, which I watched. I think they had another like Nosferatu like recently. I haven't watched that one, but Shadow of the Vampire, which is pretty fun.
Willem Dafoe was it Nosferatu?
I should have said Monster.
Oh boy, we just lost
show immediately. Someone said Gotham Central. Well, absolutely, it would translate so very well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm so hungry now, you guys. This is this is a great time to do a live show, but it is right during lunchtime. And I'm like,
that's why I eat a snack and drink coffee. Okay, well, I think that's probably a good place to go ahead and sign off.
Wrapping it up. Well,
yeah.
Go ahead.
How about? Oh wait, one more. I'm gonna be like Omar. One more. Is the Omnibus? I guess Omnibus out of print or out of stock?
It's evergreen.
Yes, please. I don't
Right.
I don't want it to be out of stock or out of print. Make this a mukbang channel.
Mukbang. It's a Korean thing where they just like eat a bunch of food live.
Yeah, I learned that a few weeks ago.
Ooh, okay.
People love to watch you eat. I usually do TikTok lives and I'll be eating something.
Can it be cookies? Because then I'm all aboard.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well,
sure.
add that to the list of things we do in OnlyFans. We'll eat and you can watch it. Some guy asked me recently. He's like, "Hey, I'll pay you $100 to $200 a picture if you scrunch your nose."
Oh yeah, you're like, I made it, guys. I've got one of those comments.
He like found 2 of my photos. They weren't tagged as anything. It was like, awesome nose scrunch.
You know, surprisingly, if you put your age as like, 30s or 40s, they don't ask for that stuff. So I'm like, thank you. I don't receive that kind of stuff.
$100.
I thought about it.
People will pay for feet pics.
Do this?
Like that. Yeah.
I'm just, I mean, that's $100.
Don't give it away. Andrew, stop it. We can make money off of it.
All right, sorry.
I'll be filling in Omar right now. We can make money off this, guys. You stop doing it. You're just giving it away for free.
You're right.
Fair enough. All right.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning, afternoon, or middle of the night, wherever you are. Omar will be back next week, and so he can rattle off all the info in his head, right? And it was a lot of fun. So thank you guys for chatting with us. You can help our YouTube algorithm by hitting the like button. And we're on Redbubble, Patreon, something else. No.
We're thinking about going to Teespring at this point in time, but we're on Patreon.
Yeah.
If you like, please subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
Hit that notification button.
Yes.
Hit subscribe. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. Link us. Of course, if you want to join our Patreon, please, send us something. We've got a P.O. box. Melanie, can you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a super chat. Thank you.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Melanie, English student here
From Mumbai,
India.
Mumbai, nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I was
That's
in
really
Bengaluru
nice.
this time last year.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
I was in Bengaluru this time last year.
Really?
That's south of Mumbai, yeah.
Here is the P.O. box.
So send us something to give away to others. We like paying it forward. So please,
pictures for the fridge.
fan art. Send a note to Omar or any of us here. Omar will be back next week. He's just taking a little staycation right now.
Yeah. But just send us something. Just write a letter.
Yeah, just
Say
write a
hi.
letter.
Yeah, love to read it. So,
Send that fanfic.
anything else, guys, before I end the broadcast?
No, that's it.
Okay.
You killed it.
Thanks so much for joining.
Bye. Stay minty.
Bye, everybody.